So now we're going to learn how to review our drill down reports in ESPi for GL budgeting. So first I'm going to sign in with my network ID. And then I'm going to sign in with my network password. And what should appear on your screen is the finance website. On the left-hand side of your screen, you will see an icon that says Applications. We're going to click on it. And now you should get a list of applications, and we're looking for the application Drill Down. I'm now going to click on Drill Down. And what should come up is an actual report for the overall facility. Again, based on your security, you may only see certain departments, but for this demo, we are going to be at the UK healthcare level. In the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see a drop-down box because we have multiple years out there for your convenience. For this demo, we will be selecting actual 2013, which will now retrieve the information that we have posted, which happens to be a full fiscal year. You will also notice in the upper left-hand corner that you have two options. One is facilities, one is divisions. We're going to click on divisions and Chandler Hospital. You now will see in the upper left-hand corner that it says Chandler Hospital, and you see in the bottom left-hand corner of the full screen the call centers available under Chandler Hospital. For this demo, we are going to select the OR. So we're going to select down in our list of call centers available and find 1058. $29.20. And I'm going to click on it. Once I click on it, you now see the report refreshes. And up in the upper corner, where it originally said just Hospital Chandler, it now says the call center name I have chosen as well as its official name. One thing you may notice is the length of the call center is now showing as only 9 digits. This is different in ESPi versus the number you're accustomed to, which is 10 digits long. The only difference between this application and what you use in SAP or any other application within the university is the last digit has been removed and is no longer reflecting. You also will notice that on this screen, in this format for this particular report, you have some items in the left-hand side of the report that are in black and some that are in blue. Anything that reflects in blue, we are able to drill in for more information. So let's select inpatient revenue. By clicking on it, you will now have a screen that comes up and gives you the GL account detail or sub-account of everything that posted under that category. So in this case, I'm going to make this wider, and you can see that we have daily hospital service, which is your patient days, hospital procedures, and fees within the OR. So let's click on hospital procedures. When you click on hospital procedures, you will now get a window that comes up that reflects actually all the CDM transactions that occurred under that GL sub-account. So for example, if I go into the OR and I'm in actual 2013, which again, when you get to this account, you can look at multiple information for various years. You also can look at from the current month to the current month of July to July, or I actually can select a period of time. So for this demo, I'm going to select December. I'm now going to select Refresh. Once it refreshes, all this information reflected on the page is for July through December. You will notice that only 6 periods are showing, the average charge for that item, as well as the quantity for each of those periods, along with the total revenue, which is the calculation of the average charge times your activity count. You also have the ability to filter if you wanted to on activity code. So if I wanted to just see this, I could type in the activity code I'm looking for, hit enter, and refresh. And it will now reflect down to just the CDM code that you're interested in. I'm now going to close out of this drill down. and go back to my main report. Let's now look at an item that is actually on the expense side. If I click on the expenses, let's try productive regular. Again, you get the detail for the sub-account. You will notice also that they are again in a blue highlighted color. So I'm going to click on the professional registered nurse regular pay. And you now will see a similar screen that comes up called AP type accounts payable. You also have journal entry and materials management. We currently have not populated this, but this will be in a few months begin to show you SAP transactions behind this sub-account information. Again, you have the same options as we discussed before, and it actually works in the same manner. So I'm going to close this detail and go back to my report. You will notice across the top that you have all months reflected for what this particular report is showing you. You also see that in the right-hand corner you have the ability to print if you want it to print. You can print in a report viewer status to an Adobe file, export to an Excel spreadsheet, rich text format, or text format. All you do is click on that option, hit go, and it will tell you, do you want to save it, open just to look at it, or save as? And you click on which option you want to do, and it will bring that up. I'm now going to close out of these reports. And I'm now going to show you other reports you have available within this section. You may have noticed in the upper left-hand corner the drill down option. If you click on this button, you will see we have given you various reports. We will continue to expand these as we get requests or as we find need to give more cuts in how you review your data. So for this demo, I'm going to go to the prior year budget actual variance report. I'm now going to go to Chandler. And I'm going to go under Chandler at the bottom and see my call centers. I'm now going to select 2920 again. And now you see we have a different look. In this view, it's very similar to the traditional reports we send out where it shows you the actual 2012 information, your budget 2013, actual 2013, and in your budget variance between the years of budget 2013 and actual 2012. We also gave a management variance in this particular example, which is looking at some rules to say what is the criteria. This will be fine-tuned as we have met with management to determine how we want this variance to report. On the right-hand side, you see we have the year-to-date through June. This information is similar. It's just your year-to-date information with regards to whatever period we may be published through at that point in time. Same option as we had before. If you click on the drill down for any one of these items, you can see I'm still at the higher level. We actually can see the entire list. So if you have multiple call centers, you can drill down call center level or the option of sub-account level. So I'm now going to close out of this window, go back to the main report, and select another report, which is variance reporting. Again, selecting Chandler Hospital. I'm going to select Chandler and 2920 down here. Now again, you see in the top it says Hospital Chandler, 72920, operating room. And again, you see the same drill down, but it's more in a traditional format of just giving you budget 13, actual 13, and that variance and the percentage variance and year to date. You also will note you have note data out to the right-hand side. If I was wanting to put a note either to myself or to someone working with me in finance, I can click on note, and I can actually say that I want to put a comment in regards to my variance. Once I write that, I just click OK, and now that note is saved. As the only user, you will notice it changes the date, and also if I click back on this, as me being the main user, it will maintain down here so I can add additional comments on the same day. Once it passes the day, or if I am another user, say from another area that has access to your call center, they could type additional note, which actually will show a rolling existing notes at the top by the user of who provided that information. Anything that has a note, again, is over on the right-hand side. Anything that still just says note has nothing at that point in time. The last report we're going to look at is variance reporting for 14. I'm going to click on Chandler Hospital again, click on Chandler at the bottom, come down and select OR. And now we're set up for FY14. As you can see, we have the budget loaded at this point in time, and we actually have actual 14 reflecting in the year-to-date total. So again, same concept regarding your notes. Drill down is exactly the same. You can actually drill into your information and get what is in the data loaded. In this situation, I am going to refresh for budget 13. Once budget is loaded for 14, you will be able to see your budget information at the CDM level exactly the same way as we looked at the actual in the previous slides. This will be very helpful when you're trying to research what may be driving any variance that is unusual or maybe an extreme that you're trying to understand in your department. You also will notice you can put the note level at the granular level of your sub-account. Same concept as before. You can type your note, click OK. It will reflect here on this slide. And if I close out of here, you will see it comes back up when I bring it that it has had a note attached to it. This is the end of the module for this review of the drill down. We will be coming to you with more drill downs in the future dates.